Parents, are your young athletes taking lessons? Are they participating in travel events? Are they participating in youth leagues? Do they have strength trainers? Are you spending all of those ancillary dollars trying to chase elite athletic engagement or involvement or success on the diamonds? Want to make sure that you understand one of the biggest missing pieces for young athletes is poor nutrition. You could be sabotaging your student athlete's ability to gain not only strength, but mental clarity to help them participate in the rigorous schedules that await them, whether it be middle school, high school, or beyond. In today's world, so many young athletes are skipping breakfast, they're skipping meals, they're skipping certain food groups, and this can lead to limited growth, both internally or externally, as well as poor performance, whether it be in sports practice or even game competition. As parents, you want to make sure that your young student athletes are developing good nutritional and sleep habits at younger ages, where they take pride in their rest, recovery, and more importantly, their replenishment of all the vital nutrients that they need in order to promote physical and mental growth within their bodies and their minds. It's important to understand how to properly fuel and prepare your student athletes for that grind of that schedule that awaits them each and every week. And I'm going to give you a few tips and a few pointers with regard to the nutrition and the sleep habits that will help your student athlete be ready to perform when they want to be successful in their sport of choice. First, I want to make sure that you're balancing all of your macros, your carbs, your protein. You know, we hear about protein and we think it's just a protein shake. Things like chicken, tuna, turkey, steak, hamburgers, things like that are really critical to the growth component and getting the proper amount of protein for your student athlete. Carbs, sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, anything to do with a starch, a carb, could be pasta. You want to make sure that you're getting that into your daily diet routine for your student athlete. Also, healthy fats, peanut butter, avocados, things of that nature, they are going to be used to promote energy for your student athlete, to give them the energy resources that they need to tap into in order to be at their best. Next, we talk about hydration and we simply think that's just water, drink more water. We don't want to get caught up in the sugary drinks, all of those sugar drinks that kind of create an immediate burst of energy but not sustainable. You want to make sure that you're getting at least 8 to 10 cups of water throughout the day. Add some Celtic salt. Make sure you're mixing in a banana from a potassium perspective. These are the types of tips that will help your student athlete stay hydrated and be able to perform at the level that they are going to be asked to, whether it's at practice or in a game. Make sure that your student athlete is doing this both in practice as well as games. Hydration, integral part of whether it's hot outside, cold outside, in order for your muscles to really perform at the levels that you're going to be asking them to perform at. You must make sure your muscle groups, your tendons, and your ligaments have hydration. Next, strength workouts. You know, for young athletes, this can be as simple as body weight exercises, whether it's just body weight squats, body weight lunges, body weight push-ups. You can do shoulder push-ups. You can do stretches on a wall. You can do things like sit-ups, push-ups, things that promote core strength and overall strength throughout the whole body. Don't just focus on the chest or don't just focus on the legs. Make sure you're doing a total body, individual body weight exercises for all muscle groups from top to bottom. Next, you want to make sure you're snacking properly. Smart snacks, snacks that will really help promote in a healthy environment. Not the candy bars, not the protein bars that are full of sugar. You want nuts, you want fruits, you want berries. Things that are going to actively help promote growth and, most important part, healing for your student athlete. When you're breaking muscle tissue down, it needs to rebuild and replenish and build back stronger by snacking properly. Protein shakes. This can be done with yogurt, oat milk, regular milk. Add in some protein powder, especially the Corvive protein powder. It also has amino acids as well as the collagen peptides that you need in order to just one packet, rip it open, dump it, and your student athlete is getting a mix of all of the protein, carbohydrates, all of the nutrition and nutrients that they need to promote a healthy snack. Next, really want to get you to understand the need for a multivitamin. A multivitamin is simply going to provide any area of eating habits that maybe you don't like vegetables, maybe there's certain fruits you don't like to get, maybe you're not getting outside enough and you need vitamin D. Multivitamins are there to kind of fill in the gaps, fill in the blanks that your student athlete may be missing in their diet. So make sure you encourage a multivitamin, and most of all, make sure you are promoting 8 to 10 hours of sleep every single day. If your student athlete is staying up late, whether it's social media, maybe it's homework, make sure they understand. Start that stuff earlier, get to bed earlier, get up earlier, and make sure you're paying attention to breakfast. This type of information is critical and is as critical as your practices, as your lessons, or your strength trainers. This type of information you as parents need to adopt and input into your student athlete's daily routine. Make sure you're addressing this with your student athlete, even at the younger ages, at 8 to 10, all the way through middle school and into high school. Healthy nutritional habits, healthy hydration habits, and sleep habits will help build your student athlete from the ground up. If you like this type of content, I encourage you to subscribe, get some tips, some life hacks that will help you as parents as well as your student athletes perform at their best when it matters most. Make sure you engage with the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Subscribing is free, it's simple, it's quick, it helps me grow the channel.